The first Super Sunday of the new season is upon us as Manchester United take on Liverpool. Well, bro, is it really a Super Sunday with Manchester United and Liverpool? What's super about that game, actually?
What I know is that there's nothing super about Manchester United.
Chai.
No diss. Actually, it's a diss.
Chai.
But they don't impress me. The last time Manchester United impressed me was probably when they played Roma in the Europa League semi-final. That was like 2021 when they had Cavani on fire. It's a long time ago. I've not been impressed by that club in a long time. And I don't know, man. I don't know how Manchester United fans can sit through that, whatever it is that they do every week. Like, you have to be losing your mind every time you see that team play, because sometimes they're good, most times they're not. And but the thing about them is that whenever they have to play against a top team, they know how to turn it up. We saw them against Manchester City in the FA Cup final. Like, they can they have it in them sometimes.
To be fair, to all Manchester United fans, I think they're happy with the club. They said they finished 8th and they won the FA Cup, so that's progress. So I think Manchester United fans.
So I hope they finish 10th this time and win FA Cup or Carabao.
Yeah. So it's still progress
they
for
should
them.
Win the double.
But from a betting perspective, to be fair, this is one game I will personally avoid. Like if from a betting perspective, I would not even include it, because when you look at recent games between Liverpool and United, they're always funny scorelines. Last season, they played like they drew 2 times. 2-2, and the first one was so disappointing. 0-0. Like, who could have predicted that there will be a goalless draw between a United and a Liverpool?
So if you played anybody to win,
nothing.
If you played
and that game, if I remember, even corners they were lacking as well. And there was a time, not 2023, Liverpool also smashed them 7.
Yeah,
7 as well. So you really don't know what to get in this kind of games. But what I would say for sure is that if United are going to stick with the same formation, starting Bruno Fernandes up front, I don't think
go home.
I don't think they might score a goal.
They should just go home if that's what they want to come and do.
I genuinely don't think they might score a goal if they start the same approach that they've been using lately. I genuinely.
But I mean, they got Ugarte.
Who's that? Who's that? we're talking about proper signings here. But Ugarte is a fair deal, but he's okay with Scott McTominay.
I do not like him.
Wait, it's going to be Ugarte Casemiro. Casemiro.
Or Ugarte Maino.
Nah.
Casemiro on bench.
Okay.
I don't like Ugarte.
But since we are betting expert Nigeria anyways, we can't escape it.
What's the best?
Man United versus Liverpool. Whether we want to avoid it or not, what is the best tip to give for this game right now?
See, like you said, even corners was a problem the last time. But I think Salah will score. I personally think Salah will score. But that also means that Liverpool will score. Which is the point. That's where I'm going. Maybe it's not going to be Salah, but Liverpool will score. I think Liverpool will score against Man U. And so, will Man U keep a clean sheet? No.
So Liverpool to score. Liverpool
definitely, Liverpool over 0.5. For me, that's like the safest bet that I see, because the way that Manchester United midfield is currently, it just feels like something that Liverpool will be able to get through and pop one from. So that, for me, that's the safest bet I can make. I know that Liverpool will score.
Do you want to know my bet? It's actually weird.
What?
Casemiro to get a yellow card.
Because he cannot keep pace with anybody.
He can't keep pace. He can't keep pace with Liverpool.
He's always so far away from where he's supposed to be.
He's going to be carded.
That makes sense, actually. If
Casemiro
there's anybody
to get a yellow
either
card,
him or the butcher.
But I'm sure I'm like 70 to 80% sure that Casemiro
gets a card.
Yeah, he's going to get physical in that game, and he'll at least get a booking. And that's about 6 odds. Just that option alone. That's the only thing I can think of in this game, because something that can go either way. But let's forget United and Liverpool for a bit, and let's go to Arsenal versus Brighton. Arsenal at home against Brighton. This time around, Arsenal are looking different. Like, they don't even care about beautiful football anymore.
Really?
We don't care. Once upon a time, we don't care.
He just want to win the league.
Guardiola happened. How can you have 90 plus points.
Who got 90 points?
And you will not win the league.
Oh, man, Liverpool.
Yes, Guardiola has
you
happened.
You have not gotten
now,
there yet now. You're already...
Guardiola has happened. So
first
now
do 90 points and don't win the league.
We're doing it this season.
When you get like 98, you don't win the league.
We'll do it this season, definitely. But when you think about the fact that Arsenal's point tally in the last 2 seasons would have seen them win the Premier League in like 7 previous seasons, then you see that. I mean, you are doing well, but it's not well enough.
Yeah,
it's not good enough.
It's
just not good enough. So these are the games where Arsenal should not care about beautiful football. Just see off the game and win. Yeah. Arsenal versus Brighton, to me, I think Brighton will cause some trouble, but Arsenal will get the win.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's a straight win for Arsenal. Is there anybody that really believes that Arsenal will drop points in that game?
Some people believe, but
I wouldn't bet on it.
Since Arsenal are playing at home, if it was away,
it's different.
But
Arsenal's away from...
He's even the best in Europe right now, so exactly.
If there's anywhere, I'll not even bet against Arsenal.
Maybe it's away. Away, exactly.
Actually, because the way they've been taking care of away games has been very, very fascinating. And we've been talking about Timber, Zinchenko. So now, a game like this, because you remember that the talk was, if it's a tough game, you play Timber. If it's a team that's likely to attack you or something, then if it's a team that you expect to reasonably beat, you play Zinchenko. So is this a game for Timber or Zinchenko?
On paper, the answer is clear. It's a game for Timber. You see how physical Brighton are. They've got players like Welbeck. They have Mitoma on the flank that can
Adingra.
You have Adingra. I think this one is for Timber.
You need to be solid at the back.
You need someone that can physically match, what Brighton will do. And Brighton, time and time over, even there was a time where they beat Arsenal using physicality alone, just using physicality. So if you notice all the players Arsenal have been signing, 6 feet and above. Arteta is chasing physical monsters. Calafiori is about 6'2", Merino is about 6'1". All our players are physical monsters right now. So based on that and this very game, Timber makes sense than Zinchenko.
So do you think Zinchenko is going to get angry now?
No, he's not going to get angry. There will be games where we will need his technical ability to kill off games, to score goals.
But he's no longer as important.
He's very important, but he's not that unchangeable player anymore. He's not that unchangeable player anymore. The unchangeables now in Arsenal defense, of course, the Gabriel, the Salibas. But Zinchenko now is looking very, very replaceable.
That's interesting anyway. But yeah.
And there's one talk about Martinelli. For all of Arsenal's push about a striker, I'm going to boldly say it now that forget about a striker. We need a left winger more than a striker. I love Martinelli a lot. I love how he came from Ituano and he has exploded from that 6 million signing to something that's
not looking good these days.
Not looking good, man.
Like over the last year,
it's not looking good. He even his pace. We know him for pace, but he's looking like he can't even beat players anymore. His decision making is poor.
What do you think happened to him?
Confidence. Confidence happened to him. The period where Arteta benched him for a while, for like 1 month, and Trossard was firing on all cylinders, and he also suffered an injury as well. Everything together, he was never really himself. So he needs to get his confidence back. I don't know how it is going to happen. But unfortunately for him, the Arsenal that we are seeing now is an Arsenal side that we can't manage mediocrity again. We want to win the title. So I think Arsenal should still prioritize a left winger over a striker. And Martinelli, I'm sorry, but maybe he'll sit down on the bench.
Yeah, I feel you on that. I see that. But again, the only way a player can get himself back to confidence is by playing.
But
he's been playing
for a long time.
It's not happening.
When you have a player like Trossard that will come on and deliver, you can't just deny him about that. But away from Arsenal now, let's move over to Arsenal's North London rivals in the name of Spurs, and they take on Newcastle in another game that screams goals and lots of
first 20 minutes you see like 4-0 for Newcastle.
No, come on, you can't.
Is that not what happened last season?
Was Spurs?
Yes, there was Newcastle Spurs.
Yeah, it was Spurs. True.
That happened previously as well. I think it was like 6-1 they beat Spurs. That they just rushed them 5-0.
But let's agree that game was an anomaly.
Why does it keep happening against Newcastle?
That game was an anomaly.
Because it happened before that too.
True.
Like it just seems like Newcastle just have a way of getting them that speed, intensity, everything, and then the next thing Spurs start shaking and they've considered 1, 2, 3. But I doubt it can happen a third time.
I don't think it will happen again. Andre is someone down. He would have analyzed the game. He would know that okay, this is what we need to do and stuff like that. And the fact that, if you ask me, the fact that Richarlison is no longer a starter for Spurs, I think it makes them more direct. I think it makes them more direct. Solanke is someone, just he has an eye for goal. His own is just to shoot and score. And for this game in particular, I don't know. I'm expecting Son to do a lot. I'm expecting Son to do a lot of damage, to be fair, because Newcastle, yes, we talk about how good they are in attack, but at the moment their defense is very, very shaky.
Yeah.
Their defense is very, very shaky at the moment. So if they go all out and it doesn't work for them, they'll be punished. They'll be punished at the back. So from a betting perspective, this just looks like goals will happen. Like there's no magic.
But Newcastle themselves, they've not really scored. They scored just 2 goals so far, and they've not looked like the first game. Everybody expected them to stress out,
maybe
but
the
there was a red card.
The red card sort of.
But then they went to Bournemouth and they were even down. They had to come back. They almost lost it. It was VAR that saved them at the end.
It was an away fixture. Yeah, this
now
is they're
home.
Playing at home. I think we should see goals. I really can't point out who would win, but I think we should.
Personally, I think Newcastle.
You think Newcastle
win or draw from Newcastle?
Yeah,
I don't think Spurs win this one, but again, the safer one is goals, just 1.5, 2.5, and I think that should be fairly safe. But it's going to be an interesting game, though. What's going on with Isak?
Yeah, to be fair, there's nothing wrong with him. Like you said, Newcastle, they are yet to click as a team. And if it's that they are scoring lots of goals and he's not scoring, then there should be something wrong with him. But lots of top strikers have not scored as well. Watkins, I don't think he's yet to hit the mark as well. So it doesn't matter. It's going to pick up.
He's 8.5 in my FPL. And
he has dropped. His price has dropped, by the way. And if you remember, last season in this fixture against Spurs, he had a very good game. I think he scored 2 goals and 1 assist.
He wanted to finish Van de Ven.
He finished Van de Ven and stuff like that. So I don't think there's anything wrong with him. I think it's going, once Newcastle pick up as a whole, it's going to pick up as well. So I wouldn't worry about that.
Okay.
So, but over to Chelsea and Crystal Palace. Last time we discussed on one of our last videos, we discussed whether Chelsea are a side you can place your bet on, and we all agreed, both of us and Duchess of Sport, we agreed that we should watch Chelsea for a bit
and leave them,
and observe and see what would happen before we can say this or this will happen. But to make a prediction now, Chelsea Palace, how are you looking at that game?
Goals. I think that's
even with the Crystal Palace side. But looking at it from a tactical
Palace
point,
don't have this guy anymore in central defense.
Who?
Anderson.
It doesn't matter. But from a tactical point, Palace will not go all out like Wolves. They will not leave.
Yeah, no, they are more compact.
They are more compact. So do you think Chelsea will still be afforded all that?
Well, when I say goals, Eze I'm looking at to score.
I thought you were talking
but I do think that
Chelsea doing another
the way the way that Chelsea played though, like there's always space to exploit on their side, and of course they come at you as well. So I think Chelsea will score. And Crystal Palace will score as well, but I'm not going to do go. I'll probably just do 1.5 so that in case it swings towards just one side doing all the scoring, then so like 1.5 for me. Not so many goals, but goals. But as you said, we don't know what to expect from Chelsea. The good thing for them, the good news for them is that Cole Palmer was able to get 3 assists the other day and a goal, and it looks like he's still in his bag. So that's a very big positive. Felix came off the bench, he scored. Noni will be very confident, coming into this game because he was able to score a hat-trick. That confidence will drive him. He'll be taking shots. Nicholas Jackson, after telling Mikel to go and sit down somewhere.
Are you hyping Chelsea score like this?
Caicedo, Enzo.
Can you stop? Come on. But like Chelsea Palace, to be fair, I think there will be a decent amount of goals in this one because compared to the Palace of old, Palace, under since Oliver, they've looked very good attacking wise, and I think. Contrary to what people think, or people are talking about how Chelsea will blow Palace away, I don't think it's going to happen that way.
Palace are a very solid side.
Yeah, I think there is a very solid side, and even if Chelsea are going to manage to win, it's going to be much, much closer.
So maybe a handicap
against both. I'm actually going to give Palace a handicap 2. Yeah. Personally, that's what I'll go for. Palace, I'll give them a handicap 2. Or if not, I saw how Chelsea played. Like there's a lot of wing play going on. You know, they have Neto, they have Noni. They'll get a lot of corners.
Yeah,
Chelsea will get
they will get corners,
a lot of corners. So if I don't go
maybe
for
Chelsea 5.5 corners.
Yeah, Chelsea over 5.5 corners is what I will have gone for. You know, that's it. But away from all the top sides and whatnot. By the way, we didn't mention West Ham City. Is Haaland going to score again?
Yes.
He's going to score against West Ham, definitely.
One thing I said before the season started was that Haaland is the one superstar who did not have to do any preseason, any international tournaments.
Super fresh, fired up.
Even Salah had to do in January. He had to do AFCON and all. But like Haaland has just been chilling all summer. And he said that his father made him go and cut wood and stuff like that. So like he's coming in with
Viking mood.
Like he's ready and he looks physically up for it. And he's even gotten stronger on top of that. So I think that we're going to see the best of Haaland. Not what we saw last season where sometimes he was a bit out of form. I think he's going to score.
So it's only early days, but yeah, Haaland to score 40 Premier League goals, yes or no?
40 this season?
This season?
Yes.
40 Premier League goals?
Yes.
We'll come back to that. In
I said it.
I don't know if it's going to happen. But 30, 35, yes.
I think it does 40.
Okay, we'll see. But away from the top sides now, the top managers and all, is there any manager you're looking at that can be the surprise package of the season? You know, last time it was Emery, you know, punching above his weight, leading them to a Champions League spot. But is there any side this season that we are not really talking about them now, but maybe towards mid-season and all they will be in such conversations?
Well, I mean, the people I'd want to call, they're already
being talked about. Yeah, but which one are we like? Should we give more prominence? Like we should not sleep on them. I would say Crystal Palace.
I would say Bournemouth. Yes, because
interesting.
Yes, Iraola last season, you know, when he came, everybody was first angry about, you know, O'Neill not, you know, remaining in the job, and then he came. As soon as he came, I said it back then. I said, "Oh, I see what they're trying to do, bringing this guy in. It's like what Southampton did many years ago when Nigel Atkins saved them from relegation, and the next thing they brought Poch."
Yeah.
And everybody was like, it wasn't me. And they were hoping for Poch to fail, but Poch took them to like the next level. And I think last season it didn't look very good for Iraola at first, and then it started to pick up. But now nobody expects anything from Bournemouth because Solanke is gone. Because everybody's like, Solanke, if they lose this kind of guy, they'll probably be down there again because like this was the guy. But I think we're going to see more from them than we realize. Because of course already they've not lost a game. I mean, and they just look formidable, and they have Semenyo, who I think is going to have a big season. And I just think that Bournemouth will surprise people, maybe being top half. But there's also Brighton as well, because after De Zerbi left, everybody's like, don't really believe in these guys anymore or something. But there's some continuity with Brighton.
Yeah, all their managers maintain that, you know,
exactly.
Their
we saw Potter before De Zerbi, and then even before Potter, there was like Chris Hughton and all of them. So I think that Brighton's strength isn't necessarily the managers, although they also know how to pick managers.
Yeah.
But their strength is that they have a structure in place that allows continuity, and we know how they're going to play. No matter the manager, they're always going to be like that strong, meetable team that everybody's wary of. So I think that's another team we should look at. But
fair point. That makes sense. So now that we've given like some of the general picks and how we think these games will go on a general level, let's touch base on value betting opportunities in some of these games.
Haaland, 2 shots on target.
Is that really value?
It depends on the odds. I don't think the odds are going to be...
Haaland.
As far as the shots on target, the odds will be good.
It will be good, to be fair.
Especially if it's like more than 1. You're saying 2+ shots on target. That's... Yeah, I think I don't know.
Kai Havertz to score, and this is not a joke. I'm not trying to joke now. I'm not trying to joke. I mean it when I say this. Kai Havertz is going to score.
Of course, I knew.
He's going to score against Brighton. Or let me tweak it. Bukayo Saka to score or assist.
No, Saka to assist.
Saka to assist.
He always assists. If he doesn't assist from a corner, it's going to be a cross or something. He's always like last game before the goal, the second goal, I think.
Yeah.
I was not like watching the game. I was just checking the scores because I was somewhere. I was in transit, and as soon as the goal entered, I just said Saka assist. I just said it. As soon as I just saw the notification, I just said Saka assist.
And you checked it and it was a Saka assist. Water is wet anyway. But yeah, my own value picks too. West Ham City, Paqueta to be carded. Paqueta to collect yellow card. Bro, I don't even want to know how he's going to collect yellow card. Liverpool Man
That's
U,
hilarious, man.
Casemiro to be carded.
Carded, yeah.
Arsenal Brighton, Havertz to score. Chelsea Palace. Pedro Neto to score assist.
Pedro Neto
to score assist.
How about Mateta to shoot?
Mateta.
One shot on target, Mateta.
Yeah. I like that. With that Chelsea defense, he's definitely going to get a shot on target.
Is it too?
I don't know about Easy.
Is it take set pieces? It's going to take free kicks. So probably one free kick will go on target and keeper saves or something, but he's going to take free kicks. That's worth noting.
Son to have 2 shots on target. Son.
Yeah, Son shoots.
Son should do that, right?
Yeah. I think I'm more likely to see Isak shoot because he likes Tottenham. He likes those guys.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but those are some that people can check out, right?
We can continue to give tips and on and on and on, but of course that means we won't leave here. So that's all the time we have for you on today's episode, sharing our thoughts ahead of the Premier League weekend and giving our value bet for what we think would happen. Once again, don't forget what we always say as our watchword here on BetNextBet Nigeria. Gamble responsibly, stake with money you can afford to lose, and always do your research before you make your conclusions. Everything we say on here are only pointers and based off our own research, and you are also advised to do the same. We'll be looking forward to your comments in the section below. What would happen this weekend? Would Haaland score again? Will Kai Havertz, add to his tally? And will Chelsea show that their win against Wolves last time was not a fluke? We are looking forward to see what will happen. And we are also looking forward to you giving us a like, a share, comment, or whatever.
Support us. So that we can keep being on your screen.
Cristiano Ronaldo already has 50 million YouTube subscribers.
Yes, why not
if
us?
10% of that 50 million should subscribe here, what will be our
Why
numbers?
not us?
We need just 10% of Ronaldo's 50 million and we are good. But anyways, those 10% will come soon enough. For myself,
subscribe.
From Cerebrone and from the Dodgers of Sport in Spirit, we're saying bye.